Hello everybody, I'm Zach and welcome to Tokenomics. Today I'm going to be discussing Ethermon, and because we're talking about play to earn games, let's play a game. For every subscriber this video gets, I'm going to put one EMON token towards an NFT for one of our new subscribers. I'm going to judge this off whatever price EMON is at midnight tonight GMT, so each and every one of you who subscribes helps build the plot. Good luck to everybody. Ethermon was first created in 2017, but it was relaunched in 2019, so it's been around quite a long time, about 4 years. It was originally on the Ethereum chain, but is now on the Polygon, or maybe some might know it as the Matic chain. Ethermon aims to provide the best player-centered game experience by leveraging NFTs and the blockchain. It aims to let players create, own, improve and use and profit from virtual in-game assets. Ethermon revolves around ether monsters. The Mon, get it? There are over 100,000 Mons in experience. It reminds me a little bit of Pokemon. You need to capture these little monsters. There's many types like fire and water, and some have special powers over the other. You get the idea. You can battle them, you can trade them, etc. And they can be bought directly from the store or acquired in game, even while playing for free. There are 54 adventure sites, with the co-owners of each site receiving 90% of the fees paid by the players. There are also the venture items like experience points and level stones, which are kind of like rare candies from Pokemon. Ethermon is also on Centerland, where there are Ethermon metas. Centerland is an Ethereum blockchain powered virtual world, developed and owned by its users who can create, experience and monetize content and applications. One of the metas is the wildgrass meta, where landowners are allowed to sprout grass on their property. Visiting Mon seekers can train their Mons in real-time battles, unlock and use different 3D battle moves, and collect loot. Ethereum garden meta, unlike the 2D world, Mons need more than pure energy to be strong enough to battle in Centerland. These garden beds are hosted by landowners, allowing any visitors to replenish their Mons with a variety of food. There are also player versus player tournaments like you'd have in Pokemon. There are only 4 competitive battle ladders, 1 beginner, 2 intermediate, 3 expert and 4 Matic on off-chain only. But what's really interesting is the amount of EMON you can win. You can win up to 750 EMON for winning expert PvP battles. 1 EMON is currently worth 30 cents, so if you got first prize in expert, you'd win $225. As I mentioned earlier, there was a first generation launched in 2017, before the ERC20 token standard, hindering it somewhat, but it still managed to get 6 million in asset volume. Then earlier this year, Ethermon evolved into a massive multiplayer online role-playing game with a very unique franchise deployment model. Early next year in 2022, it aims to create an AR/VR version of the game, so you could really like it to Pokemon Go, and that would be absolutely amazing for this game. In this slide we have monthly users who have interacted with Ethermon content, which isn't players per se, but that growth is still pretty good with a 50% average month-on-month growth. However, since April it's really skyrocketed, and now we have over 113,000 players. Here's a breakdown of the tokenomics. So there are 400 million in total supply. 32% are play to earn, 30% are for marketing the ecosystem and the treasury, 4.5% for the advisors, 3% for the partnerships, only 0.5% was sold in the public sale, which is very small, and then there was 15% sold in the private sale. Now of that 15% sold in the private sale, I have a bit of information on. If we presume, and this is a big presumption, that the seed, the strategic and the private allocations are equally distributed at 5% each, and now that's a big if. On the day one, 9 million EMON tokens released. So in the first quarter of this year, or the third quarter of this year, which will be quite sometime quite soon, another 10 million tokens will be released. Then the other important time to look at is about 14 months time, where it moves from 10 million tokens to 12 million tokens. As we all know, if demand can't keep up with supply, you can expect the price to go down. There was no real information about the release of the marketing ecosystem and treasury part of the tokens, which make up 30%. event. So that's 120 million tokens. The advisors make up 18 million tokens, which is quite a lot as well. The partnerships here, 12 million tokens. There's not much information on that either. The public sale was extremely small at 2 million tokens, so I don't think it matters that much really. When it comes to the team though, there is a bit more information. The team has 16 million tokens, and they have said that half of the team's tokens will be awarded for the effort in the pre-token generation event. So half of those 30 millions are already given to the team, so they're available to the team whenever they want to sell them. And then there's 35% available to the core team if they commit to the project for 3 years after the token generation event, and then there's 15% available for new team members. When Ethermon got listed on CoinGecko, or when the chart started anyway, it was May 28, and it was about 14 cent. And on the 17th of May, it only had 48,000 players. Now compare that to now, which has grown a hell of a lot. It's got 113,000 players. And the price hasn't really gone up that much. At its peak a few days ago on July 24th, it was like at 30 cent and had a tiny volume of 1.3 million, which is really small and quite easily manipulated. And also think about, like, there could be multiple accounts here, so that 113,000 accounts mightn't be exactly true. And also you must consider this as well to the backdrop of Bitcoin, which has been in a little bit of a weird range. So take all of these things into consideration. Looking at the other play to earn games in the space, Skill and Axis, which is Crypto Blades and Axes I think it's called, and we can see that Ethermon is like really small. The trading volume is only like 822k in comparison to like 2.9 billion and 18 million. Now you can't really take those numbers as at face value because there can be a bit of manipulation there, but like just as a general rule of thumb, it's not too bad. The price of tokens is also tiny compared to the others in the market, and just in general, like, I'm really excited about the space. I really think play to earn subset of crypto ecosystem is going to grow and grow, especially in like the Asian markets and maybe the African markets as well. And if Ethermon can even perform at like 10% of the level of these two and grow like as it has been growing, I really see this price going up. Anyway, again, this is not financial advice, this is just an educational video, and if you liked it, please hit subscribe. It really helps us. And I'm Zach, and you've been watching Tokenomics. Thanks very much.